Ba-ba-ba! Cut here, Erica.
Cut
Cool.
here.
Okay.
You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Hi,
Hello.
everyone.
Hey.
Welcome back to Fingers Crossed.
Hello.
Another wonderful episode.
I know, right? They just keep getting better.
Oh, honestly, I reckon they do.
Okay.
Okay, well, according to Erica, no.
I think it's really
Let
hit
us
and miss.
know.
It's up and down.
Comment below.
Why don't you like the episodes that you actually like and dislike the ones you don't? So then we know.
Okay, well, maybe just like the ones you like and just leave the rest. You know, it's like that saying, it's like if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all.
Yeah, we're very sensitive and vulnerable.
Yeah, we are very sensitive and vulnerable.
Maybe leave a comment saying, I didn't love this one.
At least that helps with the algorithm.
Not your best. Still helping us, you know, the grand scheme.
Yeah, but maybe like, I was going to say give us details. Why? Why wasn't it
Yeah,
the
yeah,
best?
yeah. Appreciate all feedback, honestly.
Yeah, mostly positive though. I can handle the positive.
Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. That helps.
True.
Close to 100 on YouTube. Very
I
close,
know.
Very close. Getting close.
Three digits. I'm so excited.
Yeah, so now's the time. Get in early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe, I wonder who the 100's going to be.
Who knows?
Who
We won't
knows?
know because it's all private on YouTube. So
Which, to be honest, is probably a good thing.
yeah, it is. Privacy is important in this day and age.
Privacy is important.
Yeah. The other day I went to a party and
I'm just getting prepared.
well, I can't remember if I told you about it or not. But anyway, so I was there. I was a guest in someone else's house, so keep that in mind.
Oh, you're at a house.
Yeah, I was at a house party.
Oh.
And so someone was there and like a friend of a friend. I'd never met this person before and they'd been drinking. So they said some silly things. This friend of a friend said that basically my friend had recently moved.
Okay.
And this person said that, I don't even know how it came up. They said they had been avoiding this person because they didn't want to be asked to help them move.
What, the mutual friend?
Yeah. Oh, no, not the mutual. Yeah, my mutual friend. As in, like, my friend had recently moved and their friend said they had been dodging them because they didn't want to be asked to help them move. This is the same person who also said to me, like, around this time, they asked about my illness and I talked about it and they were like, oh, I would end myself.
Oh.
Obviously, like, running their mouth and, like, had been drinking. That's fine. Silly thing to say. But to me, it's more the fact that they admitted that weeks prior, when they weren't drinking, they'd been avoiding one of their friends during a time of need because they didn't want to be asked to help. And I was like...
I'm not a fan.
I am also not a fan of that.
I mean, the fact that they openly admitted it to a friend of their friend.
They admitted it to everyone. It was an open conversation.
Oh, that's even more awkward.
But it was like meant to be like a funny comment, like... I was just
It
like...
clearly wasn't taken that way.
Well, no one reacted. Like, I just kind of like... I'm not going to make a scene in someone else's place, yeah? If it was my house, you'd be kicked out. But like...
Nice.
Yeah, but at someone else's place, I was just like, okay. Like, I just kind of took it on board and I was like, wow.
You admitted that.
You admitted that, but you did that. That's the kind of person you are. Like, that's a real values mismatch for me.
I would agree. I think it obviously depends on the friend and, like, how close you are.
Best friends, allegedly.
Oh. And in that case...
Like, can you imagine me doing that to you?
To be honest, yeah. However, you'd be honest about it. You'd be like, no, I don't want to.
Firstly, I wouldn't do that. I would never, ever be dishonest about that.
No, I mean the fact that you wouldn't help me move. I could understand you saying no, but not the fact that you would just basically, whatever that person did.
Wow.
That behaviour.
I would help you move.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, I think that's real, like, bare basement minimum.
Oh, okay. I mean, obviously, I would help you move.
Okay.
But it's also one of those that I was like, if you don't want to do something, you would just say no.
Yeah, but see, I'm not Australian and I don't not help people move.
I think we've found a nerve and it's been
Yeah.
pushed.
Yeah.
It's been pushed.
Like, that is so... This is the thing that I run into consistently with Australians, and this is something that I have an issue with, is that every task is equal. Mm-hmm. Every task is not equal. It's like, how much this inconveniences me. It's not that. It's different things are different levels of importance.
It's almost like a tally. It's like, well, I did this for you, so then you have to pay me back in somewhat of an equal fashion.
No, that's not what I'm referring to.
No?
No, I'm saying that, like, you are, like, for example, asking for a lift somewhere is not the same as asking for someone to help you move.
Yeah.
It's not the same as asking for someone to come with you to the shops, blah, 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 blah. They're different levels of importance.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing that I find with Australians is that if they're inconvenienced at all, it's like, that's what they're assessing. It's like, what's my level of inconvenience? As opposed to, what level of importance is this to the person who's asking? If you're asking me to help you move, you obviously need help.
Yes.
That's important.
Yeah.
Moving is expensive.
Yes.
So if you're asking me to help you move, you don't have money to pay for movers.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yep.
You need help. That's fine. I'm happy to step up. So the fact, like, to me, like, obviously, like, you didn't mean it. You, like, assessing things through a different lens. I understand that. However, you saying that, like, you think that I would say no is to me hurtful.
Well, I didn't mean it that way.
I know you're saying that I wouldn't want to be inconvenienced. And I'm like, that's not at all how I would assess it.
No, I think I was meaning more, not even just like the moving part. It was more just the fact of like, if you didn't want to do something, you would just say no.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
And so I've moved a couple of times, but I've never asked.
No, you've never asked, actually.
No.
I don't think I've asked you either.
No.
Because like I moved heaps in my 20s and I got my friends to help, and honestly those were some of the best experiences ever. Like moving with friends is fun, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's something that like brings people together, because it is something like, it's hard and unpleasant, but you know, it unites people.
Yeah.
And it's like a labour of love.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
And you usually pay with like pizza or alcohol or
Yet
whatever.
again in Australia, you're paid. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Like that's not something that is like, it's so different, and it's something I still struggle with even now, that it's like you have to be compensated for your labour. That's not how it is or should be, because that's the thing, like if I move and you help, I expect you to ask me for help in future and I will be there, because that's the thing, like yes, it is, this is the thing, like Australians, like it's very individual transactions, whilst in a collectivist culture, it's a relationship. It's a history of transactions. In Australia, it's like the default is no. Whilst there, the default is yes. So when you let people down there, it means a lot, whilst here it means very little. It means very little if you help, and it means very little if you don't. You know? The stakes are lower.
I'm hearing you.
Yeah, and so this is something it's like I'm in my mid-30s. I've lived in Australia my entire life, and it's still something I run into. It's something I struggle with. It's like you're looking at stuff different than I am. And so this person specifically, I'm like, oh, wow, we would never be compatible as friends, because, like, firstly, I would never do that. I would never do that to someone I care about. And but if I couldn't do something, like if I didn't have the capacity to, I would be open about that.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be like, I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
It's like, I can't help you for this reason.
Yes.
Like, I'm physically incapacitated.
Yes. There's a extenuating circumstance that is beyond your control.
For sure.
Yeah.
Like, it has to be, it would have to be extreme. Because this is the thing, this is important. It's stuff like, for example, like I have been in hospital a bunch of times in the past few years since I got sick. I haven't been to hospital in almost 2 years now, since my gallbladder. That's been a good run.
Yeah, well, obviously the gallbladder was the problem. Thankfully, it's out now.
I miss her.
You miss your gallbladder?
Yeah.
Okay.
R.I.P. Gone too soon.
If only you could keep it and put it in a jar.
I know. I kind of wish I'd been able to see it.
Yeah.
But like,
to be honest, it would have been. I mean,
it would have been good to
see.
see.
But it would have been good to just sort of be like, oh, that's why it was causing me so much pain.
Well, no, I
because
mean,
it was
like,
gangrenous and stuff.
Yeah, no, it was done.
It was,
but that was
it
the
had
latter
fulfilled
portion.
its purpose.
Yeah, I guess so. Miss you.
Come back.
Come back.
Wonder if you could have a gallbladder transplant.
No, you can live without one.
Yeah, I know, but like, you know, it would be interesting.
I'm sure you can, but like, why?
What's the point?
What's the point? Whatever, let's not go down this road.
This is what brings people back. Gallbladder transplants.
Whatever.
Anywho.
All right, back to this though.
Back to the movie.
Back to the hospital. Like, I've been in hospital.
Yep.
People showing up, I keep track of that.
Yes, you do.
Very much so. The people that didn't show up, the people that didn't even check in, didn't offer. Oh, for sure. And assess accordingly. Assess and proceed accordingly. 100%. Because that's the thing, like, it's times like that, it's like you're in a time of need. And that, like, showing up matters.
Yes.
I can't pretend it doesn't. It does.
Yeah. I would 100% agree with you on that one, actually.
Yeah.
Yep. Like, it's It's also like your friend who is going through something pretty horrific, whatever the circumstances are.
Yeah.
Or Joyce in that they've had a baby or whatever it may be. It's just seeing people and helping to bring like an ounce of normality to their world and joy and happiness really helps their longevity in terms of like recovery as well.
For sure. For sure. But also like being in hospital is unpleasant.
Oh, it's not an enjoyable experience at all.
No. It's awful.
Unless you get the good food like your hospital had.
I mean...
That can help.
The food is great. Don't get me wrong. It doesn't matter though, because like food is like what, 10 minutes out of your day, 15 minutes out of your day, and the rest of the time you're there by yourself in a hospital bed and it's miserable. And
you might have to share a room with someone who's not pleasant at all.
Yeah, I had that experience as well. And the best part of that was she got no visitors and I had ones every day.
Oh, that's actually really sad on her behalf.
Not really. I met her. I understand. I don't know what to say about that woman, but that's for a different episode. Anyway.
Fair enough.
I made notes. No, like, it's times like that when your friends show up, it's like, oh, wow. You know? And yet again, this is like, I'm from a collectivist culture, and that's the default. Like, people are sick, unwell, whatever, you show up.
Yeah.
It's like I was thinking the other day, when your sister had a baby, I don't know who showed up for her, but like my mum doesn't even know her and cooked meals for her.
Yeah, she did.
You know?
Yeah.
Like someone she doesn't even know, but like I know you and that's your family.
Yeah.
Like by default, she tried to help.
Yeah.
In some small way. That's the standard.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would agree with that. Like it's just we're from very different backgrounds and different cultures.
Yes.
For sure. And having been, I guess, exposed to your family or at least your background in terms of the collective community, that type of mindset really has changed my perspective on a lot of things. Because it is also, like, within some family members, you know, they feel like they're a burden asking for things. And I just sort of do it just because.
Yep.
Like I don't expect anything afterwards. I don't expect it to be like a little tally, like I've done one for you, you can do one for me. Like it's not that anymore. And whenever like you sometimes bring it up and like, or I see other people do it, it's really quite, I guess, confronting in a way.
Yeah.
To sort of see that type of behaviour out in the world and that to be normalised.
Yes.
That
is the standard though.
I know, and it's so weird because I'm like, we're all humans. We all want to sort of help each other and be helped.
No, we don't.
I think
that's our standard. Like, here's the thing: on a core level, yes, but we've been socialized differently.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
yes,
if you take people away from society, the society that we live in, here's the thing though: once you've been socialized, it's in your brain forever.
Yeah.
So it's really difficult.
Unless you sort of recognize it and want to change it yourself.
I suppose so, but yet again, you're coming up against a system. And that's the thing, I'm coming up against a system.
All the time.
All the time. And it frustrates me all the time. And I still, even now, that's what I mean, like, I'm at my big age, it still frustrates me.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, why are you like this?
To be honest, I think it's still good that you're that way. Okay. It just sort of means that the system hasn't broken you yet, which I'm very grateful for.
I suppose so, but at the same time, like, I haven't, you know, when I was younger, I would just cut people out. I would be like, our values don't align, that you're out. Whilst now, I will still keep people in my life, but at a distance. Because I'm like, we're not matching each other for effort.
Do you, like, would you ever mention to those people, like, hey, blah, 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 this is where we mismatch?
No, there's no point because our values don't align.
I'm just sort of wondering if they're aware of that.
If you bring it to people's attention, they get offended.
Oh.
For sure.
Has that happened?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely it has. And it doesn't matter how politely you address it. It's like at a call, firstly, they won't understand immediately.
No.
Because it's stuff that doesn't come up all the time. This is normal. Like, especially in Australia, Australia's a low effort culture. Low expectations, low effort. So if you're someone who asks for effort, if you're someone who has expectations, instantly it's a mismatch. Like, I'm the odd one out. I know that. I'm the one who, like I'm the freak.
I mean, I get what you're saying, but...
But, like, by our standards, I'm wrong.
Yes.
And I know that. So that's why, like, if you bring it up, instantly, like, people are on the defense. Because it's like, you're breaking the social contract by bringing that attention to that. That's that. That's firstly. And then secondly, generally I find neurodivergent people are different. Like, generally, not always. And they're still
Depends
socialized.
on your type.
Depends on your type and depends on how much you mask, how much you picked up the socialization.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because it like our like individualistic values don't really align with neurodivergence. Like we're kind of morality first.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah.
Oh, God, yes, I would agree with that.
But the stuff that is in like has been trained into you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree.
It's tricky. But anyway, I think like your question was like, can you bring it up with people? Do you bring it up with people? Sometimes I have. Most of the time I've learned that there's really no point. Like once I identify a values mismatch, I just distance myself. Because it's not like that person is bad. You're not a bad person. Our values don't align. You know, like it's not, but when I was younger, instantly I would be really hurt and offended and I would just cut people out. Yeah.
So what's the difference between your younger self? Like what have you learned now?
I think I'm more tolerant to people, but also I'm more risk averse. So I yet again, I just distance myself. I invest less in those people because I'm like, I know I'm going to get hurt. Because that's the thing, like, yet again, like the default here is no. The default is no. The default is I look after myself first.
Yes.
Not other people.
Individualistic.
Yes, individualistic. Whilst the default in my culture is yes. And this is the thing that I struggle with. Like here, because the default is no, everything is transactional, like every minor transaction. But the thing is, people are still keeping tabs on you, but it's because the default is yes, it's different. It's like there's a mutual reciprocity, you know. But when things feel out of balance, that becomes obvious, and like that's when people start sort of like pushing you away or exclude, like really like cutting you out of things.
In the Australian culture?
No, in Hungary.
Oh, really?
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so basically like you're born into a collectivist culture.
Yes.
Your family shows up for other families from the time you're a child.
It sounds nice.
It is nice. This is what makes it hard. It's like I talk to my dad about this quite a bit because like he is from a collectivist culture. He's collectivist internally, but lives in Australia. And previously, prior to that, lived in Canada, which is also individualistic. Almost worse than Australia in some ways.
It's almost like the English and the colonisation seems to have spread.
Yeah, that's precisely what happened. Like,
Isn't that funny?
It is. And you know what? I actually looked up the other day where individualism came from. And allegedly, this is just from Google, like, check your sources. I don't have any sources to cite because this was just like a summary. But like, originally it started apparently from the Catholic Church about 1500 years ago. And they basically tried to break up clans. So it's like you make people individual and then they just come to the church and dedicate themselves to the church. They're easier to control when they're individualistic. But here's the thing that fries my brain. If it started from the Catholic Church, why is Italy a collectivist culture? And then Spain, and then South America, these are all collectivist cultures. So if it started from Catholicism, why is that the case? I think it may have started from Catholics, but the Protestants really took it and like ran with it because it's from England. Like this is England and spread.
Well, I mean, England was Catholic for a while.
When was it? 1600s? Is that Henry VIII?
1500s?
1500s? Something.
Whenever Henry VIII was around.
Yeah, he's the one who changed things, and it's just been downhill since then.
Yeah, I still find it funny that he broke it off because he wanted to break it off with a wife.
Yeah, we've all been there.
You know, comment below.
Yeah.
I am a little bit perplexed because even like the Irish, they have a whole bunch of Catholic there as well, but they're still a bit more, I guess, a little less, but maybe, I don't know. Fill us in if anyone. But it'd be interesting. It'd be interesting to find out.
Okay, collectivism. Back to the example. So, like, you start as a child and you're part of a family.
Yeah.
And the family, like, you know, you support each other. It's like a village. Think of a village, like people supporting each other.
Yeah.
And that's why I think perhaps regional/rural areas in Australia might be different.
I would agree.
Yeah.
Or at least it's a little bit more collective-minded.
Perhaps, yeah.
Than just... It's like, you know, it might still be individualistic, but it might be like, you know, 50% individualistic.
Maybe. I don't know. If you have experience, let me know. Let us know. But whatever. Anyway, so like just picture like you're from a family, you're like constantly in each other's lives, up in each other's business, because that's how collectivist culture works. You know, like you're there. So you have that history behind you. You become an adult and then like you're continuing that tradition. You know, like you have all this like shared history. It's like all these times you've shown up for each other. It's been normal. You like make dinner at each other's houses, blah, 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 blah. So like if there's one time where like you're asked to do something and you can't do it, it's no big deal because you have years of showing up for people.
Yeah.
Whilst here, people will ask you for things so rarely because the default is no. So it's like And also the default is no, and you feel like, as you mentioned, like you feel like you're a burden for asking. Like you're burdening someone else.
Yes.
You're inconveniencing the other person.
Yes.
Whilst in Hungary / collectivist cultures, it's like you're inviting someone else into your life. It's a completely different perspective.
Yes.
It's like we get to hang out
Yeah.
and we're doing something else,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
And you're building this rich, like, tapestry of your life together.
Yes.
Whilst as opposed to like, this is my life. I exist on an island and I'm inviting you on my island temporarily to do this. So sorry that you have to be here. I know that you have to do like physical labor or emotional labor or whatever it is, but like, I'll make it up to you somehow. You know? Mm-hmm. It's like this like poverty kind of mindset when it comes to relationships. Spiritually impoverished, in my opinion.
Yes.
But so it's like you need to be like, for example, like you said that like if I help you move, you'll pay in pizza or whatever else.
It's more like not necessarily pay. I just sort of like to be like, hey, I appreciate your help. Here's some food or whatever.
Yeah.
You know,
Yes.
less of a payment, more just like appreciation, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. But here's the thing in Hungary, like everything you do, there's food. You know.
Yeah, true. Yep. Mm-hmm.
So it's like it means less.
It's like almost expected that you will be feeding them.
Kind of expected. This is the other thing. Mm-hmm. In Hungary, nothing is assumed.
Okay.
Nothing is assumed.
Wait, what do you mean?
As in, like, you know how you said that it's almost expected?
Yeah.
Like, in a way it is, but for example, you would never turn up to someone's house expecting to be fed. You would never, ever, 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 never.
Right.
Yeah, as in, like, every time anyone gives you anything, you appreciate it. You make it known. You're thankful for it, all of that stuff. And the other thing is, like, if you're in someone's house, you know, like how, I hear this mostly in Americans, they're like, make yourself at home, like help yourself or whatever. There's none of that.
Really?
None of that. You have to ask for absolutely everything.
Really?
Everything. Every time.
How do you
Always.
feel about that?
Good.
Okay.
Because it's clear. It makes everything clear. There's nothing assumed.
Okay.
That's what I like about it. There's nothing like, you always know where you stand. Mm-hmm. Everything is clear. You're not entitled to anything. Even though you're always looked after, there is zero entitlement. This is what I mean. It's hard to explain this cultural stuff. But it's like when you go, like I remember one time when I was little, I went over to my like godmother's house and they always gave me food. Always gave me food.
Nice.
But one time when I was little, I walked in and I went straight to the pantry and I started helping myself. And my dad was like, Erica, what are you doing? Like, and I was like, oh, sorry. And my like godmother was kind of like laughing awkwardly. And he was like, you never help yourself to food without asking, ever. And I was like, oh, and I learnt that lesson in that moment, never did it again. You never, ever expect anything. Like, you know, it will be given to you, but you have to ask. You have to ask. That's it. There's no entitlement. You're never, like what's yours is yours and what's theirs is theirs. They will always give it to you because that's part of the culture, but you're not owed that. Yeah. And you always show appreciation. Always. And so, for example, like if there's food portioned out, you can always get more, but you don't help yourself. You ask. That's it.
So I'm just like
taking
it all in.
It's a lot. I don't know if other collectivist cultures are like this, but that's kind of like, these are kind of unspoken rules that like I found, particularly like Hungary is similar to Italy and Spain and Greece. Like those cultures, like when I come across those people, I'm like, oh, we have the same rules. Yeah.
It's like you understand each other.
Yeah, we understand each other. That you have to ask. But it will be given. The answer is always yes. The default is yes, but you have to ask and you have to be appreciative. It's like people, like if you ask for food, no one's going to say no to you, but you have to ask. You can't just help yourself. And that's the thing. It's the same thing with relational stuff. It's like if you ask someone to move, they're going to say yes, but you have to ask. And you have to make it appreciated. It's just a totally different way of looking at things.
Yeah, because the whole culture, it seems like, you know, the default is yes, but you just have to ask.
Yes.
Which is
that's the bare minimum.
So the opposite, because the default is no for like my culture. The default is no, even if you do ask. So you just stop asking.
That's right.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, people here will skirt around things. Like the other day, I actually picked up on this. When we were going to St Kilda, we were going to the movies. You were like, do you want to go in together? What you're asking me is like, can you drive me?
I mean, I wasn't, but...
No, but I mean, like, are you going to come pick me up?
Oh. Is that what you had in because that wasn't my intention.
No, when you said when we're going in together, what did you mean?
I was like, did you want to go in together or did you want to go separately?
Go in together how? Explain it to me.
Like, I was sort of meaning, because obviously I had my friend John there.
Yeah.
So then I was sort of thinking like, oh, hey, we could either all go as a group together.
Yeah.
Or, like, we could just meet you there.
Okay. And if we went in together, how would we do it?
Well, one of us would drive.
Okay. So, like, were you offering to drive?
Yeah. I was
Okay.
happy to drive because then I would have had John. So,
Okay.
like, I would have already had another person in my car, so it wouldn't have been that big of a deal to
Okay.
get you to come with.
All right.
It wasn't assumed. I never assume. Like, when I sort of say, hey, do you want to go in together? It's just sort of like, do you want to drive or do you want me to drive? Do you want to go together? Do you want to go separate?
Okay. All right.
Like, it's never assumed. I never assumed that you're going to drive. If it is, I'll be like, hey, can you drive?
That's what I mean.
Yes.
I think, like, I've had other people assume things. And so, like, I'm on my defense. I'm
Fair.
on defense.
That's
I'm
fair.
defensive mode.
That's
Because
fair.
the thing, like, I'm happy to drive. Just ask me.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yes.
That's
the
what I mean,
default
like,
is yes.
The default is yes.
Yes.
Like, the only time I can't drive is, like, there's extenuating circumstances.
Totally.
Yeah. But that's what I mean. Like, if with me, you have to ask. If you
Yes.
want something, you've got to ask.
Sorry, yes. Yes.
Anyway, thank you for clarifying.
You're welcome.
Yeah. And
Almost like put me on edge there. I was like, oh, it's like I'm like, what is it? A teacher in a test. I'm like, oh God, I've got to get it right.
no, but yet again, like, you don't have to be, like, it's not a test that you have to pass because, yet again, we have a history. We have a relationship.
Yeah.
It's like the individual things don't matter.
Yes.
Because it's a history.
Yes.
That's the thing. That, yet again, I'm from a collectivist culture. One misstep does not break a friendship,
No.
you know? But it's
I would
like,
agree.
it's that if I notice a pattern, that I'm like, this feels out of balance, that can disrupt things. Absolutely.
So it feels like, like, I can't think of the way I'm trying to word it. But basically, if it's always been sort of like a, not 50-50, but, sort of a balanced give and take.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be, yet again, it doesn't have to be 50-50. It doesn't have to be balanced even.
Yeah.
There has to be reciprocity,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
That's it. That, like, I'm putting in and you're putting in. Mm-hmm. If I feel like I'm doing 90%, if it's overwhelmingly me and you're putting barely anything in, that is absolutely something I notice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
And so with those people, like, yet again, like, those people might not even realize they're doing it. I will sometimes occasionally flag things if I sense that imbalance in a friendship. Generally, though, I will withdraw. And I'm like, okay, well, if you're putting in 10% and I'm putting in 90, I'm going to start putting in 50. And we'll just see where we land. That's it.
Yeah, because I've also noticed sometimes when you have friends like that who you do go above and beyond, not you specifically,
Yeah.
you in general, go above and beyond for, when you then pull back, most of the times, in my experience anyway, I haven't noticed the person be like, oh, hey, that person, maybe in a couple of months, maybe a year's time, they're like, oh, hey, let's like get in contact with that person again. But I think obviously the relationship that we had was just balanced in their favour.
Yeah.
And then, it was then all of a sudden I wasn't helping, and it just obviously they didn't notice. They just...
I guess so. I find like those relationships, if you're the one carrying it and you stop putting in effort, they generally fall apart.
Yeah.
That's it. Because
Yeah.
that person's just a low effort person. That's it.
Yeah. And then values mismatch.
Yeah. And so, like, the other day you sent me that thing. It was like a little square thing.
Yes.
It was like the bees.
Yeah, the bees, the other things.
I've got to look it up. This guy did this like little chart, and it's like plans things versus flaky. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah. So, like, you've got on the top left, you've got bees, people who plan things and aren't flaky.
Yep.
Then on the right, you've got people who plan
I'd
things.
say you're the bee. You're definitely a bee.
Yeah, I'm a bee.
She's a bee.
We'll come back to that.
She's a bee.
Plan things and are flaky.
Mm-hmm.
Who are captains. Then you've got people who don't plan things and are flaky, who are fruit flies, and people who don't plan things but aren't flaky, and they're golden retrievers. Okay, so where do you think you sit?
I would like to be in the bee because I'm definitely not flaky.
No, you're not flaky.
I'm definitely not flaky.
No.
So I would like to think that I'm a bee, but I think sometimes I'm also a golden retriever. It just depends.
I think, like, just not even regardless of this chart, I think you radiate golden retriever
Oh.
energy. Just in general. Nothing
That's
to do
right.
with this chart.
Golden retriever, black cat.
Black cat.
Yeah.
Sorry. I just mean, like, you're just, like, a good-hearted person.
Yeah.
Good-hearted
Yeah.
and, like, good-spirited, like, kind, warm, all that stuff.
Thank you.
Just, yeah, I'm definitely a bee.
You're definitely a bee, 100%
My
a
values
bee.
and my actions line up.
Yeah, I don't doubt that at all.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, I'm someone, yet again, like, I don't have problems being honest or with confrontation. If I
No.
can't do something, you're right, I will say it.
Yeah.
So I'm not flaky because I'm like, if I can't do it, I'll make that known.
Yes.
The end.
Which something I really appreciate.
Sure. I just can't live a lie. You
no.
know?
Too autistic?
Yeah, maybe it is autism, I don't know. I think, yet again, Eastern Europeans are pretty, like,
Yeah.
yeah, transparent.
Yeah. I also don't understand how we got to a culture where being honest about, hey, I can't help or do this thing or whatever it is, became an insult. When did that happen?
Yet again, the default is no.
Yeah.
So if someone asks you, it's hurtful to say no,
okay.
because it's like they're from coming from a place of desperation. If they're breaking out of this social norm
to ask for
burden
help,
you,
yes,
you know,
yes,
like it's bad. Yeah.
I mean that. Yeah, no, it's not. But I understand.
Yeah. So as for this, the thing that I thought of specifically, was like, oh great, an excuse to talk about Western individualism. Perfect. Because being flaky...
You're welcome.
Yeah, no, thank you. I mean, it's relevant to everything.
I was going to say, you'll find any reason.
Exactly. If it involves people, individualism is present. Yeah. But basically, like, if you're flaky, you're being selfish.
Yeah.
Selfish and dishonest.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like, because if you can't do something, just be honest about it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Don't over-promise, don't over-whatever, just be honest.
Yeah.
And so I appreciate when people are like, oh, I'm not sure or whatever. I'm like, that's cool. Like, I don't need to count on you in my mind. But if I ask you to do something and, like, you say you'll do something and then you flake out...
Obviously, extenuating circumstances.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Of course. However,
yeah.
not because, I'm too tired or I can't be bothered or...
Yeah.
Things like that. It doesn't matter.
Flakiness is not a good trait.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree because I like being someone that people can rely on.
Yeah.
And depend on.
Yeah.
And if I can't do something, like I feel bad, because obviously my default is yes.
Yeah.
I would like to help. So like I feel bad, but at the same time, like it's usually a rare occurrence that I would agree to something and then have to back out of it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And if anything, I don't think I really do.
No, like if I say I'm going to do something, I'm doing it.
Yeah.
The end.
Yeah.
The only thing is, like, sometimes I'm late. A lot of the time I'm late. Okay?
Pretty much all the time.
All the time. Like the other day, I had my friend Liana's birthday.
Yes.
Shout out Liana, happy 30th.
Woo, happy birthday.
So she had it at Ballers Clubhouse in Carlton. Actually, that's what I was going to say. It was really smoky, weirdly, on the weekend. That was really...
Oh, yeah.
That was insane, actually.
We've had a couple of bushfires.
Yeah.
Recently. So Melbourne is a bit smoky.
Very smoky. And it was so weird being in the middle of the city and...
Having it so smoky?
So smoky.
It's a little bit eerie, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally a couple weeks ago, I was like, hey, I really like Euroa. I was talking about country towns.
Oh.
And literally on fire.
Oh.
The next week.
What kind of power do you hold? Like,
I don't know. But I was like, wow, such a beautiful town. I understand why people live there. On fire the next day. I was like...
Well, not anymore.
Sad.
Yeah, like, to be honest, if anything happens to the town of Erica, I'm going to be real upset.
Yeah, me too. We're going to go visit it at some point.
Some point.
Also, just yet again, I heard that, like, the government refuses to invest money in updating equipment in the country for firefighters and stuff.
Yeah.
That's so embarrassing.
Yes.
So
agreed.
embarrassing.
Agreed. I've heard there was one truck that they were using was like 30 years old and doesn't have air conditioning. And someone had said, if you've been fighting a bushfire, it's pretty hot. It's pretty hot. Yeah. And they can't even get a reprieve going into the truck.
That is just shameful. Absolutely shameful.
Yep. Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
And I understand that, like, the government funnels money into cities because that's where the majority of the population is.
Totally.
I understand that. But you've got to look after everyone.
Yes.
Everyone. And also, like, the fire can spread and then we're all fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's the other thing. It's yes, there's like a higher density of people in the cities. Yeah. However, there's still people in
everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Like it's like it does frustrate me that it's almost like they're forgotten.
Yeah.
Because it's like they still exist. They still pay taxes. They still vote. They still exist as a human being.
Yeah.
So why should they not have access to standard
amenities? Yeah. That's incredibly shameful. Mm-hmm. And the other thing is, this always fries my brain, Australia is not poor.
No.
Our GDP is like 1.5 trillion or something. It's like there's plenty of tax dollars to come from that.
Well,
plenty of money to go around.
Yeah. Now I can go into my favourite, capitalism. But no, like a large majority, like I've noticed that our... how many things do I go on to here? But
make a list. Make a mental list.
But I'm just sort of thinking, like, how many corporations have been bailed out by... And banks have been bailed out by our government, which... your opinion aside, it's like if it's possible for those guys, why isn't it possible for us? Why is it sort of corporations when it's...
What are you talking about? We're talking about fire trucks.
Yeah, I know, but I'm also sort of thinking, like, if they have
Bail out
money...
people?
Yeah, if they can bail out big corporations and banks and all these people, they've obviously clearly got some money.
Oh, there's money.
So it's like, why can't that money go to our amenities first, look after the people first, and then, you know? Why is it a default that we have to save these corporations and save these banks and save all this, and then whatever's left over we can deal with? You know?
It's capitalism.
It is capitalism. Yes.
Yeah.
Because I just sort of think, like, it's so basic that we have all this, like, we have a pot of money, right?
Yeah.
Let's go, all this money, let's put it towards health, roads and infrastructure and schools and education and things like this. Put the money there. How much do people need? Right. How much do we have left over? Let's put that to blah, blah, blah.
I guess the thing is, like, if you invest in corporations, there's more money coming in. There's
Allegedly.
more money flowing in. Whatever. I'm not going to unpack capitalism. It's too complicated and I don't care and fuck them all.
Let's unpack individualism instead.
Well, the reason why I harp on about individualism all the time is because I think it can genuinely change.
Totally. I agree.
I think it starts at a basic level. It starts at you.
Yeah.
You changing your ways.
Yes.
Making the changes.
Agreed.
Changing the way you live your life.
Agreed.
And it doesn't have to be a radical overnight shift. Like,
No.
I've magically changed my life. Because the thing is, like, I'm living this and I'm constantly disappointed and you're setting yourself up to be hurt
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah. I would agree. I would agree.
It's like you make small changes and you make that change and it influences the people around you.
Yep.
And things gradually shift from there.
Totally.
And I think it is completely possible to maybe not eliminate individualism, but certainly change it.
Or at least to have that as probably a bit more of a micro instead of the macro that it is.
For sure. I think that is absolutely possible.
Yeah, I agree. I think as human beings, we are naturally wanting to be like a community, tribe, hive-minded people.
Yes.
And I think it's only somewhat recently that we've become a lot more individualistic.
Well, 1,500 years, give or take, allegedly, according to Google.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
But in sort of like humanity's existence, that's still a tiny portion of time.
Yes.
And so I just sort of feel like if we've done it before, we can do it again. And there's a lot of like pockets in the world where it's still the norm.
Oh, pockets. They're like at least half, the majority. Like think of like continents like South America, half of Europe, Africa, Asia.
I like how you said half of Europe.
Half
Of Europe. Yes. Only the half.
The right half. I mean like literally like the right side.
The eastern?
East. Yes.
I was like, oh, that's. But yeah, like it's still, I think, especially with like, a lot of people are starting to wake up and realise like how much colonialism, individualism, capitalism, how many of those things have really influenced our society. And so there's so many people who just don't like it.
Yeah, people like me and you.
Yeah, basically. And who, like, we spread it out in our own little way.
I'm trying to infect as many minds as I possibly can.
Hence the podcast.
Yeah.
Hence it. She's like getting like
This
a
is just
voodoo
another
magic
vehicle.
in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. But yeah, like I think it can happen. I really do think it can happen because that's something that I want to have sort of develop. I want to have a community.
Yeah.
And sort of live amongst a community because I see the benefits of.
Yeah, that's the thing though. It's hard here.
Yeah.
Yeah, easy overseas.
Totally.
Yeah. And the thing is, you're coming to people who, yet again, the default is no. Mm-hmm. And so that, it's tricky. They're going to let you down.
Yeah, I think also just having people, like, going back to changing people's minds, it's like that can be difficult in itself because it's like they're so fixed in their own world that they don't necessarily realise the benefits of, you know, just sort of like loosening that up a little bit and sort of going like, oh, maybe like the default could be yes. Like that can be a lot for people to try to change.
I mean, people trying to change their minds on anything is difficult. Mm-hmm. People don't like change.
No.
Generally.
Nope.
Like I was thinking of, you know, that rat study? The rat study I always reference and think about constantly, where they put fun stuff in a bottle and they were hooked on the fun bottle. But then they introduced other rats and then suddenly the fun bottle isn't so fun. When they have their rat community, the fun bottle, irrelevant. Oh. And Australia to me is that like experiment blown up into a society.
Yeah.
Because the Australians are so isolated emotionally from each other. We have this like really strong facade and mass repression. And so people are so sad. I really think that people are generally sad here on a core level, like unfulfilled, live unfulfilling lives. And so everything is surface level. So like, for example, Australians are some of the biggest travelers in the world. Yet again, dopamine seeking behavior. Some of the biggest substance users in the world. Any substance you can think of, some of the biggest usership here in Australia.
I know specifically of one.
Yes, one, but several.
Yes.
Australia is known for it. Even things like our subscription to what are they called? Like streaming services. The levels of streaming services here, off the charts. Because people are constantly trying to numb themselves. Constantly dopamine seeking. Even our Spotify. Australia has some of the highest usership of Spotify. Yet again, constantly seeking dopamine, constantly escaping what is plaguing you in your life, which is a sense of unfulfillment because you're unhappy. And so all of this stuff is surface level, like it makes you happy temporarily. Yeah. And basically what I was going to say is like the whole community thing is that individualism is antithetical to everything it is to be a human. We need to live in communion with each other. All of our needs, our core needs, are met through each other. That's what it is to be a person.
Yeah.
And so if you're removed of that, it makes for an unsatisfying life, and capitalism thrives off that. So, for example, if you don't have friends to help you move, you can pay for movers. If you don't have a family, if you don't have a community where you're sharing meals all the time, you can use Uber Eats.
Yeah.
If you don't have a place to stay, you can go Airbnb or whatever. Literally like borrowing people's houses.
Yeah.
It's the weirdest thing to me. Like staying in a hotel makes sense. Airbnb has always confused me. I find that so odd.
Agreed.
Whatever.
Individualism,
but capitalism. Yeah.
It's almost like those two go hand in hand.
They absolutely do. This is what I mean. The core is individualism. It's the values issue. But capitalism is like we're exploiting your values issue for profit.
Yeah.
That's it.
And they're happy about it.
That's it. And the thing is, the more money you have, the more you can escape individualism.
Yeah.
Or escape the perils of individualism. You're still unhappy on a core level because, yet again, you're unfulfilled, unfulfilling life. However, you don't have the everyday issues.
Yeah, and you can buy your way out of it.
That's it. You can, if you don't have, for example, if you don't have people to help you look after your children, you can hire a nanny. Yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah, because I know... there's a lot of people who do have a lot of money who can hire out these things.
Yeah.
But they do still feel deep within incredibly sad because these people have been hired to help. It's not because maybe they want to help, but it's not because they're doing it because, they're friends or something like that.
They don't care about you.
No.
And that's the thing. If you don't have people that care about you in your life, you're going to be sad.
Yeah. 100%.
And if you have people that in your life, for example, that friend who was avoiding my friend when they were moving, if you have people like that around your life, you're going to be sad.
Yeah.
People who claim to care about you and then won't show up for you in your time of need. What's the point?
I don't like
what
that
is that
person. That's just, first of all, that's a horrible thing to do, to just avoid your friend while they're in need.
Yeah. I don't get it. And for no reason, they were just moving sucks. And it's it does suck. That's why having friends there helps. Yeah. It makes it more pleasant. It's a really difficult thing, and it makes it more pleasant to have people you care about help you.
Totally.
Yeah.
I think it's just one of those things that if you want to be a part of a community, you need to have that sort of hive mindset where the default is yes.
Yeah. Well, that's it. It's I don't know if you've heard the saying online where it's everyone wants a village, no one wants to be a villager. A lot of that.
Actually, yeah, because I've seen also, there was one, I think maybe you sent it, I can't remember. Anyway, there was one particular woman who was single, and she was sort of, I think maybe you did send it.
Okay.
She was talking about how being single and sort of helping your friends and everything like that, but then when it sort of comes time to helping her, it's a bit different.
No, the thing that I sent you was the girl talking about how she wanted a partner because it's so hard because everyone has a partner they can rely on. But I was what the problem is that you don't have community.
Yes.
Because your partner shouldn't be the be-all, end-all to plug every gap.
Definitely not.
And that's the thing, people in community, in collectivist cultures, they have partners, but they have community. You still invest in relationships other than the one that you have with your partner.
I don't know if anyone else has been around, especially as a single person, and when you're around couples who are really coupley, who are basically one unit. It can be feeling very third wheel, fifth wheeling, whatever it is, in comparison to what you've mentioned.
Yeah.
When you've actually get still individual people who just happen to be in a relationship.
Yeah.
It's just so much less
excluded.
Yeah. That's a really good word. You don't feel as excluded.
Because I think if you're, I don't know. I think, like, this is the thing, like, Australia generally is exclusive as a culture. Like, you feel excluded. There's a lot of that.
Yeah, I would agree.
And so that's what I mean. Like, yet again, the default is no.
Yeah.
Underpinning it.
Yeah.
The default is no, whilst I'm from a culture where the default is yes. So it's like, of course you're included. You know?
I just found it really odd that, you know, coming from my cultural background, how that's deemed good to be individualistic, to sort of not rely on people, to not burden people, to not do all this, to just basically be able to live your life, you know, without needing help from anyone.
Yep.
I always found that really odd.
I think it's because you're neurodivergent.
I know.
Yeah.
I think we all know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is. It's just, it's so bizarre. And I think growing up in that culture, like, I never fully understood it. I never fully got it. Like, it just sort of like, what do you mean we don't do this? Or what do you mean you do that? Or, like, it just didn't make sense. And then the older I get, the more, obviously, individualism and capitalism. And you realise how much that has permeated our culture. It's like, whoa, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. But also, I mean, yeah, for sure. But also, like, this is the thing that I think about all the time. I think about how sad everyone is.
Yeah.
Like, just unfulfilled.
Yeah.
And it makes me sad.
Yeah.
But then also, like, then I'm running into the issue of, like, I try to be different and then I'm getting hurt.
Yeah.
Hurt feelings, you know?
But at the same time, you wouldn't do it any other way.
Oh, I can't.
Yeah.
This is who I am.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I tried doing the individualistic thing in my 20s. I tried, and I felt so empty, and unfulfilled. Like, I was like, oh, look at me. I'm, like, being a part of these groups and blah, 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 blah. But it's like, no one gives a shit about anyone. And if you ask for a favour, you're not getting anything. And they're not going to ask you for things, really. And if they do, it's, like, not a great feeling, honestly. Yeah. I don't know. That's hard to explain as well. It's like, if you're being called upon, it's like, it's not pleasant. Yeah.
In the individualistic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whilst in, like, I don't know, it's like, yet again, like, in the culture I'm from, it's like, if you're being called upon, it's like you're being included. It's like, it's a good feeling. You know, it's like, you're like, wow, this person trusts me and loves me and respects me and they want me to be part of their lives. You know? In all ways, positive and negative.
I mean, it makes sense, because if you come from the culture that it's, you know, it's always a yes.
Yeah.
You just have to ask for the help, or you know, and you've grown up in that mentality where it's, you know, sort of the hive tribe mindset that you'll sort of help each other and, you know, everything like that.
Yeah.
Like, that makes sense.
Yes.
To me, that, like, you would feel good if someone asked you,
Yeah.
because you know that, you know, that person, if you ask them, you'd be immediately there to help them too. But when you come from an individualistic, where it's almost like someone's burdening you with this request, and it's sort of, it carries that energy with it. It's almost like...
Carries that energy, and I just knew underneath that it wouldn't be reciprocated.
Yes.
That's the thing.
Yes.
Like, it's like, if I'll come back around in a year's time or a few years' time and I'll ask you the same thing, and I'll get no.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yes.
It's like... It feels imbalanced when they ask.
Yep.
And so that it's a really awful feeling. You know, it's like, I'll do this for you, but you won't do it for me. You know, and the thing is, like, because I'm from that culture, I will say yes. I will show up. I will do the thing.
Yeah. But you know that
Yeah.
you'll be the 90% and they'll be the 10%. Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
So that's tricky. It's a tricky life to navigate. And so it's hard to find people who have similar values.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, you know what? It's actually really easy. They're just not white. In my experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't, I'm just trying to think back. Don't probably disagree with that. I think it's rarer to find a community-minded person
yeah.
of specifically, like, the British background.
Hard.
Yeah.
Tricky. But I try. Yeah.
She got one.
No, I mean, like, I do find people with those values. It's just, it's tricky.
Yeah.
And it's a matter of, like, testing things, like, kind of getting to know them and being like, oh, okay, this is this and this is it. Yeah.
It's not as straightforward as if, like, say you're in Hungary, for example.
Yeah.
And you'd be like, oh, blah, blah, blah,
Oh, I just
person.
know.
You just knew.
Well, it's
You
like,
just,
we're
it will
operating on
be.
the same rules.
Yeah.
But it's so funny because I was thinking about how, like, as a kid, pretty much all my friends were from collectivist cultures.
Nice.
Like, generally, like, all East Asian or Mediterranean. Yeah, those are my friends. And now, like, I go to this, like, beauty skin clinic place, and the people that I get along best with, there's one lady who's Persian, and there's one lady who's Chinese.
Nice.
And I'm like, oh, yeah, because we've got the same
We get it.
values.
Yes.
Same values.
Yes.
Yeah, and the Persian lady specifically and I, like, really talk about this stuff.
Yeah.
How we're like, oh yeah, Iran and Hungary, not so different culturally. I think it's because Hungary was part of the Ottoman Empire for a while, and that's why we have those, like, Middle Eastern values.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hungary's been taken over many times.
Well, it's just a takeoverable country, apparently.
It is, it really is. Very vulnerable. Just there for the taking.
Well, you know, specific leaders and that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think back, like, even when I was at work, there was, like, we had a large portion of, like, people who were either, like, Indian or Sri Lankan, that sort of Pakistani background. Yeah. And I found them to be some of the most, like, warm and giving and inviting people.
Yes.
And even Iranian people as well.
Yeah.
And I just sort of found I was always gravitating towards them because it was just like, it's sort of like they had the similar values and mindset that it's just sort of like, yeah, of course, like, come on in.
Yeah.
Here, have some food, like, do whatever, whatever's.
Yeah.
And so it's just like, oh, okay, there are people like me out here. It's just different culture. But
different culture, that's it.
Like, and they're just so, like, they're also so proud of their culture too, that they're just sort of like, yeah, this is, you know, for this particular occasion, and then, like, this is this food. And, you know, they were very, very open and giving of their time and information.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is so cool. And then I sort of go back to, you know, my culture, and I'm like, oh, okay, it's a bit different.
Yeah. I just feel like frosty in comparison.
Yep. I mean, the way I sort of think about it was like, you know, the Victorian era where, like, kids were seen not heard.
That, but with everyone.
But with everyone. Even if you're a child, not a child, doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Seen and not heard.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah. Yeah, so it's weird. It's really weird.
But that's the thing, like, the low effort, that's what really gets me.
Yeah.
I find, like, that hurts me a lot.
Yeah.
Honestly. Sorry, yet again, AI usage. So sorry. So basically, Hungarian Central European social contract, like, I'm speaking to my culture, but I think a lot of collectivist cultures are like this. Okay, so, like, asking is explicit, asking is polite, refusing is allowed without punishment, reciprocity is assumed, contributions are balanced over time, if money isn't equal, effort or care fills the gaps, generosity is mutual, not performative, so when someone helps you, it's named, and when you help someone, it's seen. Just quickly, if money isn't equal, so that's the thing, like, for example, money isn't always going to be balanced. It's not as always like everyone has equal money.
Of course.
But, like, when someone has more, of course, but, like, when someone has more money, they often contribute more financially, but then other people make up for it in other ways. You know, and it's like over time, yet again, like the tapestry of a relationship, you both plug in the gaps.
Yeah.
You know, and so it doesn't have to be 50-50. It can be slightly imbalanced, but you're both putting in effort.
Yeah, it's more about the effort behind it.
Yeah, and also it's not even that. It's like in times of need, you will be there for that person.
Yeah.
Explicitly.
Yeah.
Like that is guaranteed.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's nice.
So, Australian casual culture, lots of implying. Lots of implying. No worries language hides expectations. People avoid asking directly to avoid feeling needy. Help is often taken rather than requested. Reciprocity is vague and slow. People don't always track imbalance consciously. To someone from your background, this reads as sloppy, entitled, emotionally lazy.
What was the one before that last one?
People don't always track imbalance consciously. I think they do, actually. I think they do. But anyway, okay, why it hits you extra hard right now. You're generous by nature. You notice patterns. You're often the one with skills people want. That's me personally. Like, I have skills that people want to utilize, and that's fine. That's fair enough. But it's like I don't have things that I utilize from other people. So things get out of balance.
And also they don't ask. It's implied.
That's right. And it's not appreciated.
No.
Yeah. Not like I don't feel appreciated a lot of the time.
I hope you know that I appreciate you.
I know you appreciate me.
Okay.
Yet again, like this friendship isn't going for like some time. If I had an issue, I'd flag it.
Yeah, you would have brought it up to me months ago.
Yeah.
At least I hope so anyway.
Okay, the core issue, you don't mind giving, you don't mind being assumed upon, and you mind one-way generosity. I actually do mind being assumed upon.
To a degree.
To a degree. I don't like it when people don't make things clear, yet again. It's like, yet again, the default with me is yes. Like, if you ask me for something, you're going to get it. like 99% of the time, unless for some reason I can't for whatever reason.
Yeah.
But I will have a reason.
Circumstances.
I will have a reason, and I also
Yes.
am mindful of my own capacity.
Yes.
That someone like I won't overextend myself,
Yeah.
but at the same time, like I care about the people in my life, and I understand that you need to invest in your relationships,
Yeah.
and that's it.
Yes.
So, you know, like there's a balance. Like I have boundaries. And that's the other thing. It's much easier to hold boundaries in a collectivist culture, whilst here people have poor boundaries. And that's part of the reason why they don't ask you for things. Like it's rude to assert yourself,
Yeah.
you know? Lack of self-respect and lack of respect for others,
Yeah.
in my mind anyway.
Yeah, I would agree.
What helps without changing who you are? Naming limits early and neutrally. I can do X but happy to do Y. Letting silence exist instead of filling it with effort. Watching who steps up when you step back. And this bit matters. People who value reciprocity will adjust. People who benefit from imbalance will drift. And that has certainly been my experience.
Yeah, because you're like, you feel like when friendships and stuff end or don't work out or something, like you feel that emotionally, right? It's like sort of it's heavy for you.
Yes and no. It depends. It depends how much I care about the person, and it depends how put upon I feel. You know, like there's a friend, she was like, I'm thinking of a friendship that I lost a while ago. She was my best friend. And I've been best friend, honestly, we were closer than we are. Like she was like, no, as in like her and I were closer than we are now.
No, I got that.
You got it?
That.
Okay, you got it? Okay, cool. Sorry. I'm like, was that clear?
Just had to really ram it in.
No, I just mean like... I think it was like probably too close. If anything, like it was almost like sisters, but I was codependent
for a bit.
Yeah, like codependent almost. We were a unit. Everyone thought of us as a unit, and I didn't mind that honestly. Like I really liked it. And the thing is, like I didn't grow up with siblings, so my friendships have always kind of been a little bit blurred.
Yeah.
Like the people close to me, I'm like, you kind of blend into family.
Yeah.
Also part of the reason, like collectivist culture. So it's like our relationships are different anyway. They're closer by default than the Australian standard.
Yep, I would agree with that.
So, yeah, but then at the same time, that friendship, like, there were too many times she let me down.
Oh.
And so when that friendship lapsed, I actually didn't mourn it, to be honest. Because I was just like...
It was sort of like a slow build.
Yeah, it was a slow build. And that's honestly partly on me because I was really bad at confrontation back then. I mean, like, I could have a fight, and we did. It ended in a fight. But, like... I could have a fight, but like when it came to like you've done something that hurt me, I had trouble bringing that up.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that's yeah. I mean, I can understand.
Yeah. So like for example, like so basically, I don't think I've talked about it on here, but I had something bad happen to me.
Oh.
You know what I'm referring to?
I do.
Like, you're like, what?
That's why I was like, no.
I'll talk about it another time. I think it's too much for this episode.
Yeah, fair.
But I had something bad happen to me, and she didn't believe me, and that I didn't realize at the time, but that is where our friendship ended.
Yeah.
Like, and it didn't matter, like, if we had a history, like, years of really, really close friendship, like, she was my best friend in the world. She was there for me. Like, when I was in hospital, when I went, like, okay, this has been a weird run. The past few years I've been sick, but prior to that, I was never, ever unwell, except for one time when I went into sepsis. And she literally stayed in the hospital with me.
That's
like,
so
literally,
nice.
like, slept in the room with me.
Yeah, that's nice.
You know, like, that's how close we were.
Yeah.
You know. But she did that, and I was like, well, I can't trust you. Like, trust destroyed in one moment.
Yes. And for something as serious as what it was,
yeah,
like it's almost like a default that she would believe you, you know.
I was shocked.
Yes.
I went into shock.
Yeah.
And it took me months. Honestly, it took me going into therapy a year later to unpack with the therapist.
Wow.
To realize why in that moment, I stopped caring about her.
Yep.
Like, I was like, I can't trust you. Everything is destroyed. And we carried on the friendship, but I was just angry at her all the time. And being around her, I was just angry. And I was being a bitch. I was being a horrible person to her, but I couldn't figure out why. And so the relationship broke down. We had a fight and it ended, and I was like, I'm done with her. I don't give a shit. And then I went to therapy like a year later, and we were kind of unpacking it, and she was like, oh, that was probably why. And I was like, oh, it totally changed my perspective on her. Because she went from being like the person I trust most in the world to someone I realized I couldn't trust at all.
That's a huge thing to overcome.
Huge thing to overcome, and specifically in this situation, it was to do with a man, and she had internalized misogyny, and she would prioritize men over me. And like women who are like that, who center men, you can't trust them. They will throw you to the wolves, as a woman. So,
unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah, that was an incredibly disappointing experience. So it's like...
And sometimes it's really sad because they don't even realise.
No, they don't realise it.
No.
I don't think she realises it. We never had that confrontation. I came to that realisation long after we stopped talking.
Yes.
So,
and it's hard to sort of go back and be like, hey, that point I need to make.
Yeah, I mean,
You
like, I think she's a good person. Like, even...
She means well?
She means well. She absolutely means well. And... if I ran into her, I would be happy to have that conversation. It's probably something I would bring up. I'd be like, hey, just so you know, like, the reason why I became such an uncontrollable cunt was because of this. Just so you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just an FYI.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
P.S. But that relationship, like, she meant the most to me in the world, and I didn't mourn it. So that's what I mean. It's like, with some friendships I do mourn it, but then other times it's like...
It depends.
It really depends.
I guess it depends on the situation. Like, if it's been a slow... sort of decline
in
the friendship, like it's just been chip away.
Yes.
And then it finally ends, you're like, it's almost like a relief for that relationship
Sometimes.
to have ended. That it's like, oh, that burdensome sort of feeling I have with this person is gone.
Yes, it is a relief.
Yeah.
I don't have to carry on a pretense anymore.
Yes.
But it depends. I think generally it's when individual slights that I mourn. Those are the things that get to me. It's like that. Like, I just went into shock. Like, that was such a huge betrayal.
Yeah, fair. Well, and also because of what you had gone through as well.
Yeah.
Like, it's sort of... I mean, we can discuss another time, but it can be very... I can't think of the right word.
Neither can I.
You know?
Yeah.
But that word.
That word. That you're thinking of, we're thinking of it too.
Yeah. We'll put it out there so then people can pick it up and be like screaming at us like, it's this word.
Yeah. I'm just thinking of, like, I had one friendship in my teen years where that was actually a really weird friendship. So her dad was Scottish and her mum was American.
I didn't realise he was Scottish.
Yeah, he was Scottish. He had a very American accent.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because I was like, both of them were American.
No, he sounded American, but he was originally Scottish and from a really poor family. So I think that played into it. They were both people, like, they were wealthy, very, like, we went to a private girls' school, blah, blah, blah. So well-to-do, shall we say.
Yeah, well-to-do.
I wasn't. Like, I don't know if I've given this context before. Like, my mum took out a mortgage to send me to the school I went to. So anyway, like, my parents are refugees. I was not well-to-do.
Parents had to start from scratch here.
Yeah, well, my mum did.
Yeah.
My dad is still trying.
Your
Still
dad
at
is,
scratch.
Your dad is your dad.
And yet to be diagnosed with any issues. That person that I was friends with in high school / uni, her parents, like, were from a different background and very different from individualist cultures. However, both came from impoverished backgrounds. Like, her dad was from, like, a huge Scottish family, one of 1,000 children.
As you do.
Her mum grew up in foster homes.
Oh.
In foster care. She had a really, really rough start in childhood.
Oh.
And so I think because they both experienced hardship, they became incredibly kind people. They came out of that and were incredibly kind, incredibly generous.
Because it can go either way. You can either let what has happened to you make you bitter and mean and cold, or it can flip you the other way to make you loving and warm and kind.
They were two of the kindest people I've ever met in my life. Incredibly warm. And that's the thing, like, that's the thing I mourn the most. I miss the most. I don't miss her, but I miss her parents.
Fair.
Her parents absolutely changed my perspective on life and showed me that people can actually be kind. They were incredible human beings, and I don't know how they raised such an awful human being. So anyway, that's what I mean, like, with her as a friend, like, she was, like, really up and down. I'm sure there's a personality disorder there. I'm sure. I think probably NPD. I think probably.
Really?
Yeah, I'm like, I think that would make sense because everything, it's like she was exploiting everyone around her all the time.
Oh.
And so, like, once I started, like, gaining a bit of independence, that's when we ran into issues.
Oh.
That's when we started clashing. Like, when I was just, like, almost like a supply for her.
Right.
Yeah, that was great. And that's the other thing. Like, her parents were well-to-do. She often had friends from lower socioeconomic backgrounds because they were beneath her.
So she had that sense of superiority almost.
Yes. And so when I got to know her and her parents, I was in a really bad place mentally. They kind of helped pull me out of it. And so...
Which is lovely.
Lovely.
Obviously, that's
really
why you
helped
two
me.
had to sort of come together.
Exactly. A reason or a season or a lifetime or whatever.
Reason, season and a lifetime, yep.
So her parents really, really helped me as a person. And
That's so nice.
I think a lot of the reason why I am the way I am is specifically because of her mum.
Oh.
She really helped me a lot.
That's lovely.
Yeah. She was a
really
really,
nice.
really lovely person, abundant in love. And it really broke my heart to for that friendship to end, specifically because her mum, not her mum, the girl I was friends with, weaponized her mum against me.
In what way?
So basically, we had agreed to go to a concert together, and she bought tickets, and I was going to pay her. But then we stopped being friends, and so I still owed her money for the tickets. And I was like, she can just sell them. I'm not giving her money for a ticket.
Fair.
Like, and especially like one individual ticket. Like, I'm like, it's easier to sell them together.
Yes.
So I was like, no. She sent her mother over to my house to ask for money. She sent her mum to my door to ask for the money for the tickets. And I was like, your daughter's a bitch. She's lying to you. It's easier to sell them together. If she gives me the ticket, there's no hope of us selling the tickets. They're better together. Just trust me on this.
Yes.
And I'm not going to, like, you're not getting money out of me.
Wow.
And yeah, she sent her mum to my house to ask. Wow. Yeah. And so that was our last, and her mum, like, I was just like, I was standing still, like, I was a strong person by then. I was weak when I was friends with her, but by that time I was strong. And I was like, I don't care, your daughter is lying to you. I'm not going to put myself out just, like, to appease her. I'm done. And the best part was, I'd just gotten a cat, and she didn't know, and she saw the cat. Yes, she saw Audrey. And when Audrey was a kitten, she saw her and saw that I had gotten her, and she was kind of sad that she, like, didn't get to know her. I could see that.
Mum?
The mum.
Oh.
The mum saw the cat, and she was like, oh. That she was, like, not part of my life. But she left, and she was kind of, like, shaken. Because I was like, I'm not giving in. Like, I've been, like, your daughter has walked over for me, like, for the last time.
Especially if it's an MPD.
Yeah, she's a lawyer now, by the way.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that what she's doing?
Yeah. Wow. She went into law, and I was like, wow, the worst person you know became a lawyer. What a surprise.
You know what, actually? Perfect
career choice for her, actually.
Especially if she wanted to do good.
Good.
I'm sort of thinking, like, if she's probably going to go to... Do we know where she's working?
No, but I think she was studying international relations when we were friends, so I think she wanted to go into, like, helping, almost like human rights law. Because it looks really good.
Yeah, but
looks good to help people.
also a human rights lawyer as well.
Checks out.
Yeah, look at it now.
Yeah.
Stopped caring about humans. Wow.
Oh, but what I was going to say is that friendship, when that ended, I cried like I've never cried before in my life. I remember wailing at home. Wailing. I'd never experienced that before. Like, my heart was shattered.
So was it the tickets, was that what had caused it? Or
No, that was just like, a ramification symptom.
Okay,
that was like an after effect. It was her, like, just, like, betraying me again and again and again. And me realising, like, oh, I will always be, like, a doormat to her.
Yes.
Like, she expects me to be a
like
doormat.
Like, the common denominator is me.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, me, and like me becoming independent, becoming a self-actualized human being. The more healed I became, the less useful I was to her.
Yeah, very, very narcissistic, actually.
Very narcissistic.
Yes. I'm picking up a couple of things that sound familiar.
Feel free to unpack.
We're not today.
Not today. I was having a good day.
Like, there's a lot to unpack, and I don't know if we can fit it into one podcast.
Fair enough.
But no, I'm
anthology. Yeah.
We'll just have a 5-part series.
Yeah.
You know. So, birth till 2.
Yes.
Anyway, no, I'm picking up a couple of things that
But anyway, that first friendship breakdown, that was like having my heart ripped out of my body, and that really hit me. Because it was also like the person that I became friends with was not the person that I thought she was, and
the facade had gone.
And I realized, like, me becoming a better person made me less lovable to that person. And I was like, I can't do anything about that. Like, this is who I am.
Yeah, and it's like who I want to become.
Yeah, and this is someone, like, rejecting you for the person you are.
Yes.
Like, that level of rejection, that will cut me so deep.
Yes.
So deep. But anyway, like, I've had times when I've cried and stuff like that. I have never, ever cried like that. That was, like, the first time I think you have your heart shattered.
Yeah,
that really, like,
was it.
changes you as a person.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's rough.
And so, like, that's what, like, friendship breakdowns are tough.
Yeah. Absolutely.
For sure.
Like, people talk about romantic relationships, but I think sometimes when you've got a really good, like, not even female friend, just like a really good friend.
Yeah.
And a good friendship, when that breaks down.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yet again, people compare them, but I think it's yet again individualistic culture. Like, people think that friendships shouldn't be that serious.
No, they are.
They are that serious.
They're serious.
That's what I mean. It's like, oh, you think that a friendship breakdown is worse than a relationship. It's like they're both bad. It's like someone that you love rejecting you or falling apart, or you rejecting them, you walking away. That's hard as well.
Yeah, sort of a stability in your life is gone too. Stability,
but like that person, like this is what I mean. Like life is about the people in your life, you know, like the connections that you form. That's meaningful.
Yeah,
you know,
totally. I agree with you.
So having those taken away in any capacity is always like devastating.
Yeah.
Depending yet again, like I'm thinking of like people who've like betrayed you, let you down. It's like, well,
actually,
good riddance.
If anything, that's kind of good.
Yeah,
kind of good that
like,
you're gone.
Yeah,
but if it is one of those that, you know, like in that particular instance where you've realised that you becoming more yourself is sort of making that person not want to invest as much anymore. It's like, well, I can't keep, not dumbing yourself down, but sort of numbing yourself to appease another. Sort of like you have to be the full expression of yourself and they just have to accept it. Yeah. And if they don't...
Tricky.
Unfortunately.
Very tricky.
Yeah.
Yeah, just because, like, I mean, you shouldn't have to water yourself down, but yet again... But yet again, like, what if your values don't align?
It is what it is sometimes.
That's it. Because that's what I mean. Like, you know, like, this has been... A lot of this has been me on my high horse talking about, like, how collectivism is better than individualism. Fuck you guys. Get it together. You know? But at the same time, like, some people, like, if those have those like, individualistic values, it's like, well, then I'm asking you to water yourself down.
Yeah.
To meet my needs.
Yeah.
So that's not really a fair request.
No, but if the person is willing to and maybe recognises the benefits of, or maybe that was sort of the path that they had to go down and then they needed that sort of instigation to go.
I guess so. But that's what I mean, like, you're asking people to change. Like, when you love people, you will change. You will adapt.
Yeah.
So...
I mean, obviously not fundamentally who you are as a core person, like, because that could be... actually, no. I'm sort of thinking...
I'm like, no, I am asking you to change as fundamentally as a core person. Like, like, if you're an individualistic person and your default is to be selfish and you want me in your life, I'm asking you to change. Like, that's the thing. Like, if you want to be in my life, you want to be close to me, you need to step up. That's how this works. Because the thing is, I will always step up.
Yeah, but I guess it's a little bit different, though, because it's like you're not necessarily asking them to change for you personally.
Yes, I am.
That's
like, exactly... Yeah, I am.
Yeah, but, like, not... I don't know. I'm sort of thinking in comparison to the other person with narcissistic PD, personality disorder.
NPD, sure.
Like, it's a little bit more like they're wanting you to sort of, like, dumb down, water down, squash down almost.
I understand.
In comparison to what you're asking.
I think, like, this is the thing. Reduce yourself. I understand, like, this is what I'm saying, is that, like, if you remove the morality from it, if you remove the suffering from it, they're both, you're asking the same question.
Yeah.
Change yourself.
Yeah.
To meet my needs.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, yes, one is better than the other because it's like one doesn't inherently hurt you as a person. But the thing is, like, some people will be hurt as a person. Like, if I ask you to step up and your default is not that, I'm asking you to sacrifice a lot. If you've, like, been someone who's given very low effort your entire life and I'm asking you to put in effort, that can be a real shock to the system.
Yeah, I would agree.
So it's like asking, like, an NPD person asking you to reduce yourself so you can become their supply or whatever. No, that's not positive, but it's like it can create an equal amount of suffering. What I'm just trying to say is that, like, I talk about these people and I'm like, they're still good people. Our values don't align.
Yeah.
I'm not judging you as a person. I'm not reducing you as a person if your values don't meet mine, but I am saying that we are not compatible. And if you want to be in my life and you want me to be close to you, you need... your values need to change. Your behavior needs to change. Stuff has to shift because my stuff isn't shifting. I can try, but it makes me very unhappy. And it makes for a very unsatisfying relationship. You know, because that's the thing, like, these, the way I am, these are core needs that I'm meeting. You know, like, me showing up for people feeds my needs as well. I want to show up for people. I want to be generous. That's important to me. So if you're not being that, that leaves me feeling pretty empty. And I can try and reduce my generosity, but it also reduces my investment in you as a person. That's the thing. That's what I've met. Like, it's like, I'm not changing who I am, but it's like, how much are you getting? B, no. I'm not dealing with this now. Go away.
No, I'm just sort of thinking it's like, I don't know. It's like it's not neither positive nor negative. It's just it just is. It just you know, if you're wanting to be sort of almost like a part of your life, this is sort of the not necessarily the person that you have to be, but at least it has to be something that you want to work towards.
Yeah. It doesn't have to be an instant, perfect,
No,
100%.
no, because also we're all humans too.
We're all humans. We're all humans, and also like change takes time.
Totally.
You know, I was watching Past Lives, that movie.
Oh, yes.
And she says this thing where like this guy asks her like, "Did you fight with your husband or whatever?" And she's like, "Yeah, it's like planting 2 trees in the same pot. It's like the roots are negotiating for space." That's a relationship with anyone. Anyone you're forming a relationship, whatever bond that is, it's like it's about negotiating space. You know, infusing together and stuff like that. It's always a bit tricky, you know, 2 people coming together in some way. Because it's like you're 2 different people with 2 different lives, 2 different sets of experiences. Your brains work differently. Even if you are from the same culture, you're still different. Like there's still gaps. And it's a matter of figuring that stuff out.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm just thinking about it because it's I don't know, when you sort of talk about it in the context of a person with NPD.
Sure.
It's wrong. It doesn't sound great to change yourself, right?
No.
But then when you're then talking about a healthy friendship or relationship or connection, changing yourself seems almost inevitable when you're friends with someone.
You say that, but
I don't know. It just seems almost inevitable that you'll change anyway.
I mean, people will change you. Like, you change with time and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
I guess the thing with NPD, like, what you need to keep in mind is that these people are exploiting you.
Yes.
Like,
whereas healthy relationships should not.
No. It's like, yet again, like, you're giving to each other. There's a spirit of reciprocity.
Yes.
It's not just, like, one person using the other.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes.
So it's different.
Yes.
Yeah. But I guess, like, before when I was saying that, I just meant, like, in either circumstance, you're changing.
Yeah.
And it's like...
when is one good and when is one not?
Well, in any case, it's an ask. And so that's why, like, I don't see myself as, like, above anyone asking, because it's like, I know I'm asking. And I know that, like, some people can't say yes. I know that that's not happening, and that's just how it is. And I've come to a place of acceptance. And I just try to find people who will adapt, because that's the thing, like, my values don't align with where I am. And my values aren't changing. So I need to find people who can either change with me or people who just happen to have the same values that I have, which is rare.
Unfortunately.
Rare. And also, because of just my particular circumstances, language barrier.
Yeah.
You know, there are people who have similar culturally, similar values, but yet, like, there's surface level stuff that we don't have in common. And then there's also language barriers. And that can be tricky as well.
Yes.
It's always tricky. I'm in, like, this tricky position. Yeah.
Just being human, navigating this world is tricky.
It is tricky. And tricky navigating relationships with people in any capacity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think even having friendships that have gone on for multiple decades, like ours.
Yeah.
Multiple decades, those can also be, I don't want to say tricky, because I think there's an ease, but it's like it's completely different to having a brand new friendship, because you're still sort of sussing each other out. You're sort of still figuring out if your values and your morals align.
I think the stuff that is tricky in a long relationship like ours, like a long friendship, is that people change over time.
Yeah.
And that can shift the dynamic.
Yeah.
And also, like, people, yet again, change over time. So it's like the person you were friends with when you started being friends may not be the person that you're friends with now.
Yeah.
And
it's
that
like
can
you
often
grow together almost.
Grow together, or otherwise it ends.
Yeah.
And that's tricky.
There's also a level of acceptance of where that person is at the moment as well.
Yeah.
Because it's sort of like, I don't know, I'm just sort of wondering, do you reckon it'll ever get to a point where you're like, wow, we've grown completely differently?
Yeah, I think that can absolutely happen. I can't see that happening because we're so similar on, like, a core level.
A lot of things, yes.
Yeah, but, like, surface level differences, different ways of navigating life, but yet again, our values align for the most part. But we've been socialised differently, and I think that causes tension and conflict sometimes.
Yeah.
But fundamentally, I think we're, like, similar people.
Yeah.
So that's why I think this works. And even if we, like, life is different, like, and stuff, even if we shift, like, we're still kind of, because we're around each other so much, and, like, yet again, even, like, we're doing the podcast together, like, we're kind of moving in a similar direction. So I can't see that happening, but in other friendships, yeah, for sure, absolutely. Like, you can become a different person, and I can see, like, where people have, like, marriages that last a long time, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, well, the person I married is not this person anymore. That happens. And so, like, this is what I mean, like, relationships are not a one and done. It's something you're continuously investing in.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't actually quite understand how people can neglect their relationship, particularly romantic relationships. Like, people neglect them and they're, like, unhappy after a while. It's like, you need to continue investing. It's all the time. And that's the other thing about collectivist cultures. It's a living and breathing thing, a relationship between people. Yeah. Do you have anything else to say?
No.
I'm sorry that I talk so much. Got a
That's
lot to
fine.
say.
No,
Lot to
no,
vent,
that's
lot to
perfectly
air.
fine.
Anyway, what I would say is like, regardless of where you stand on this stuff, I would encourage self-reflection.
Yeah.
Try and figure out like, what are your values?
That's a
Are the
big one.
people like, are you happy with the relationships in your life?
Mm-hmm.
What do you want out of like your ideal friendship, ideal friend group, ideal partner? What are the things that you like need on a core level?
Yeah.
And also, do your actions and your
Align.
values align? Also be mindful of your own capacity.
Yes.
Like sometimes like, you know, you can't do everything you want to do.
Totally.
You know, that's also a thing. Like I'm not,
yeah.
there's things that I can't do right now, which I wish I
Yeah.
could. You know,
yeah,
that's life.
There's some things like, just timing.
Yeah.
Even with people, timing is always the case as well.
Of course, timing. One thing I was just going to quickly mention was you mentioned, how I'm always late. That's a bad thing. Sometimes I can be timely, but it depends. Anyway, one thing I was going to say is like I went to my friend's birthday party the other day, and I was super late. I had to stop and charge my car on the way there and stuff. It was just like a bit of a disaster.
Yep.
It was smoky and all that stuff. And my friends messaged me and were like, "Are you coming?" And I was like I was kind of surprised because I'm like, I said I would be there. Like if I said I'm going to be there, I'm going to be there. I might not be on time. I might be super late, but I'm going to be there. Like that's it. Like
She might come when the shop is closed, but that's fine. She made it.
but I will be there.
She will be there.
Like undoubtedly. Like if I made a commitment to something, that doesn't change. I don't flake. I don't flake ever.
I guess it's more a reflection of them in that case, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess, and also like the fact that they like expect like these are the kinds of people. I guess like they expect that from other people.
Yeah.
Or, like they're gonna flake, but it's like I would never do that.
Yeah.
If I said like if I can't do something, I will let you know.
Yeah.
And if something comes up, I will also let you know.
Yeah, I'm actually sort of reflecting back on like a couple of birthdays and stuff. Like people say, yeah, I'm going to come, but then, the day off, they're like, oh, actually, I can't, blah, blah, blah.
I would literally never do that.
I remember getting that, and I just sort of got to the point where I was like, oh, okay, I guess obviously now in my culture, that's just what people do. They sort of, they say yes to sort of almost appease, and then you sort of have to expect, 5 to 10 people, obviously depending how many you've invited, but, you usually have a percentage of people who are just going to say yes but then not turn up or give an excuse.
Yeah.
I do remember that. I remember that quite vividly, actually.
Yeah, I think it's usually like you reduce the numbers to 50% or whatever.
Yeah.
Like it's sort of half-half.
Yes. Because I think also like it's probably my neurodivergence, but I'm sort of similar that if you say yes, you're going to come.
Yeah.
You're going to turn up. You're going to make that effort.
Like there were times when I went to 3 different birthday parties in one night. I would pop in for like 15 minutes, half an hour. I'd go to one, then on to the next one.
Yeah.
And then on to the next one. Because it's like I made a commitment, that's it.
Yeah, you're there.
Yeah. Unless something has come up, like unless I'm genuinely unwell or something like that, then I will cancel, but that's exceptionally rare for me. Like I don't be flaking.
No.
So
Even if it's like you're literally deathbed, you're like, if I can still get up and go, I'm going to go.
yeah, I wasn't feeling crash hot on Saturday, but I still went. Yeah.
Because you made, what was it? You made not an
commitment?
appointment. Commitment. Thank
That's
you.
it. To push this back onto people. Like, I think you need to assess, like, are you living in alignment with your values? Do you value honesty? Do you value transparency, reliability, integrity? Integrity is a big one for me.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
So,
Oh, God, yes, agreed.
yeah.
I don't like people that are...
Wishy-washy?
Wishy-washy, people who I think because I am also very, very autistic in that, like you do everything by the book and, you don't do wrong and people who...
By the book in your head, though.
In my head, yes. My head, my book. I mean, to a degree, it's...
The book has been influenced by external circumstances.
Yes.
But it's like, it's your book, though.
Yeah, just, I don't know, when people are a little bit sort of morally confused, maybe, I'm not a fan. Like, I don't know. I think, like, if you're going to steal stuff, not a fan. I don't like those people.
It depends on what they're stealing.
And who you're stealing from.
Yeah, who you stealing. The thing is, like, I don't steal, but when if there's certain circumstances when other people are stealing, I'm like, that's fine with me.
Well, I saw once at Woolworths, someone had just walked out with a basket of food. I was like, well...
Yep, too bad.
I mean, who am I? What can I do? But also at the same time, I'm like, I don't know that person's circumstances. They could literally have no money and this is the only food they're going to have.
Yep.
And it's also like, in comparison to $1 billion corporation.
Yeah, that has the highest profits in the world. for supermarkets. Highest profits in the world.
Yep.
Don't give a shit if people steal from them. Sorry.
Neither. You probably used to, like, back when I was a bit younger.
Okay.
And, you know, I was very stringent. But now I'm like, it's $1 billion corporation. They don't care. They've put up their prices. They don't care. And if this person needs food, I also sort of think when it comes to food, and if someone has to steal food, you know that they're pretty hard done by. So.
I remember in my 20s, a lot of people went bin diving.
Yeah.
That was a big
that's
thing.
still a thing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, people still do it.
Yeah.
But I remember friends doing that and being like, oh, wow, I've never, ever even considered that.
No, neither.
Yeah.
Neither. I think I'm very grateful that I haven't needed to.
Yeah.
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 So...
But anyway, point was self-reflection.
Self-reflection. Get into it.
Get into it. It's really handy.
Recommend.
Get a journal. You know, write in your journal.
Write in journal. Do a values test. Still haven't done that. Yeah. Kate Forster recommended a values test, but would be worth doing. Hey, maybe I'll send you one. Maybe we can do it next time.
We can do it.
Discuss our results.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Okay. Well, that's all about. I'm talked out.
She's individualism talked out.
I think I've made my points clear.
If you're not aware, she loves it.
Every man for himself. Dog eat dog world. You know how it is.
Yeah, well, you know, capitalism and that.
Yeah, I want a
happens.
mansion, and I don't care if it's empty because it's my mansion, and I like mansions.
Yeah, well, why don't you just walk into one and be like, this is mine now.
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks.
Every man for himself.
Exactly.
As the saying goes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we don't recommend going into people's houses.
No.
Unless you're invited.
Unless you're right. No, don't ever enter other people's houses. That's rude. No. Anyway.
Yeah, ever. Just ever.
Never.
Even if
Never,
you're invited.
Get out of my house, Megan, right now. Okay. Miss you. Love you.